Good morning, everyone, and happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Well, rain is likely in the Quad Cities today, but the good news is it's not going to be raining all day. In fact, 9 a.m. this morning, probably just a couple of showers around. The rain chance real low. However, after 9 a.m., the rain chance is going to be increasing. And we jump ahead to noon, and now we're talking about a good chance of rain. Really, what I want to highlight is that the wettest period is looking like from noon to 6 o'clock this afternoon. That's when rain is likely in the area. And we are talking about showers and thunderstorms. There's going to be some heavy rain and lightning around. Again, if I had to pick a peak in the activity, I would say 3 o'clock this afternoon, but a good chance of rain from noon until 6 o'clock. Now, with the thunderstorms that pop up today, could we see some pea-size hail in a few spots? Could we see some wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour in a few spots? Yes. But we're not talking about damaging wind or damaging hail. We're not worried about that day. But I do have to mention there might be a couple storms that could produce some pea-sized hail and wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Now, looking at 6 o'clock, we see activity starting to trend back down. So the wettest period, noon to 6 o'clock, with a peak roughly around 3 o'clock this afternoon. But plan on a good chance of rain, doing indoor stuff with that between noon and 6 o'clock, but improvement after 6 o'clock. And I mentioned those wind gusts and the thunderstorms, 30, 40 miles per hour. But this is just going to be a breezy day in general. Even when the storms aren't around, we're going to be seeing gusts around 20, 25 miles per hour. I think most of us are going to top out in the low 80s for highs. But keep in mind, there's going to be rain cooled air. So at times, we see temperatures get to the low 80s, and then we'll cool down into the 70s, and then warm back up as the storms move out. And so I would hold off on lunch with that unless it's a real early lunch. But dinner, actually not too bad. Again, with the activity dying down around 6 o'clock, there's just going to be less and less. Look at 9 o'clock, just some stray showers. So I would definitely say go ahead and keep those dinner plans with that. We're definitely going to see less activity after 6 o'clock. Now, still some stray showers at 9 o'clock, and I've got to keep the chance for stray showers going through the rest of the evening hours, so I can't guarantee that it's going to be dry even in the late evening hours as you're getting out from dinner, perhaps. There's not going to be much around. The rain chance is low for sure after 9 o'clock. And I do think finally by 3 a.m., very late tonight, rain chance going away. And now we're going to track, not going to track rain, but we're going to track the cloud cover. Because I do think it's still going to be cloudy at 3 a.m. But by 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, I think we'll start to see a few gaps open up in the clouds. So mostly cloudy skies to start the day. I do think tomorrow is a completely dry day. We're just talking about the decreasing cloud cover. By the time we get to about 11 a.m., I think we'll be making the transition to partly cloudy skies. As we get into the afternoon hours, we'll see the transition about 3 o'clock or so to mostly sunny skies. Notice that tomorrow is going to be a warmer day because there's no chance of rain and the clouds will be breaking up, particularly in the afternoon, easily topping out in the upper 80s and getting awfully close to 90 degrees. Could we hit 90 in the Quad Cities? It's certainly a possibility. I'm going to leave it in there, but upper 80s a little bit more likely. Now, tomorrow is not going to be a breezy day. There's actually not going to be much wind, only around 10 miles per hour. And these are above normal temperatures for this time of year. Normal highs should be in the low 80s. And then I think it is just clear skies by the time we get to the evening hours tomorrow and still on the warm side. Finally, before we wrap up, how well do you know lightning? There are a lot of bad myths about it out there. So on this week's episode of the Across the Sky podcast, we're busting those myths and giving you the right advice about how to stay safe during thunderstorms. So check out the podcast below this video or wherever you get your podcasts.